Dámy a páni, monštrá, monštroidi, zdravím vás, vítajte pri špeciálnej...
It's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the collectors pay for taking him.
Bohužiaľ, mám pre vás blbú správu, vyzerá to tak, že než dostaneme kolektorov, tak to bude ešte nejakú dobu trvať, takže moc veľkú šancu na prežitie vašim rodinám nedávam, sorry. Jednoznačne vítajte pri špeciálnej pokecovej časti Mass Effect 2, v ktorej si pôjdeme pokecať tak nejak, znova s celou posádkou, pôjdeme dať nejaké itemy, ktoré sme predtým pokupovali na tie mini úlohy, ktoré sme na Normandii mali, takže poďme rovno na to, poďme si najprv pohovoriť tuto s naším hlavným vodičom Normandie, Jokerom.
Okay, Shepard, glad you're back, but keep an eye on that last one. We can only hold so much crazy.
OK, on vždycky komentuje na niekoho, koho ste zrovna dostali vlastne do týmu. Vec je, že tak nejak na Garusa a na Mordina sa nedostane, pretože tak nejak som medzi tým nerobil tieto pokeci.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
I assume everything is going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
Lol, to je magor.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
OK. Nechám ťa s tvojim zlomeným hocičím samého. Sayonara, Kriste, pane. OK, dobre to... Holy shit, s Jokerom nikdy nie je normálna rozumná reč. No jednoznačne, poďme si ale pohovoriť tuto z... jak sa volá? Kelly, jo. Možno ju už prinútime k tomu, aby nám začala konečne krmiť rybičky.
Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that, but I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
Teda ja zatiaľ žiadne rybičky nemám, takže asi túto možnosť nebudem mať.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
OK, myslím, že to už všetko sme vyčerpali predtým. Našťastie... OK, shut the fuck up, pozrieme sa na naše správy teda, Kriste, pane, neprečítané správy. Ukáž, ty vole, tu ich je plná prdel. Niekto by mi tu mal dať spam filter alebo niečo také. Požiadavky od velení Cerbera. OK, hlašte sa niekde. Fuck you, bitches, I don't care. Ešte jednou ďakuj. Same žbaty. Jo, to je ten typek z jednotky. Ne? Jo, to je ten typek z jednotky, ktorému sme priniesli alebo zaistili to telo jej manželky, na ktorom chcela aliancia robiť výskum. Že jo, vy ste naživu, Emily Wongová. Kriste, pane, Emily. OK. Možno, že za Emily by sme sa mohli staviť. To není tá, s ktorou sme robili interview prvýkrát na Citadele v 2, ale to je troška iná reportérka. Táto je troška, povedzme, ústretovejšia a hlavne robí pre zastraný bulvár, ale vážne píše to, čo je pravda, takže za Emily by sme sa mohli zastaviť. Dar reči. Spoločne s Shira, ježišmaria. To je tá kunda na Citadele, že? Jo, žijte bláze, OK, jasné, není problém. Ste s Garem naživu, Chloe Majčlová, jo, to je tá doktorka, ktorej sme zachránili niekoľkokrát kejhák na Citadele. Behom jednotky, OK. Dobre, že som sa nepřihlásil. Jo, to je ten týpek, ktorému sme predtým išli na Archangela, tak sme mu zlikvidovali tú zbraň, ten mladý, čo sa bol zahlásiť ako žolďák, že? A my sme mu zlikvidovali zbraň, tým sme mu zabránili. Teraz nám ďakuje za to. Postarajte sa o Gara. Nalah Butlerová. Neviem, kto je Nalah Butlerová, ale presne toto nemá šajnu, ale keď si to prečítate. Ja už som to všetko čítal, keď som to hral, že jo. Už je zase klid, vedení kliniky na Omeze, jo, to je ten Mordinov zástupca, alebo spolupracovník. Vedoucí lékařského oddělení Čakvasová. OK. Obchod s Zajdem Masaným. Jo, toho sme už zrekrutovali. Jo, dobre. Takže správy by sme mali, dámy a páni. Čo teraz pokračujeme, že ideme si pokecať s našim černým bratrom Jacobom.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
If Morden's modifications hold up, we've got a shot. If they don't, we're dead. Seems like that was always a strong possibility, though. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? A good deed's like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the Collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The Collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had some new toys in secret dev before I left. I could try and pull a few favors.
OK, to sa mi páči. Myslím, že teraz môžete neskôr vyskúmať ťažký pancier na Normandiu, aby bola o mnoho odolnejšia naša lodička.
Let me know when you want that, Commander.
OK.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I like to know my crew. Forget procedure. Tell me about yourself.
Informal, huh? Everything's in my file. Ex-Alliance like you, no Reapers or anything, but I got swept under the rug too. The more good you do, the less they want to admit that something needed doing.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results-at-all-costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
What was your proudest career moment?
Covered this, didn't we? It was after getting sidelined. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
You look like you came through no worse for wear.
If nothing else, the Alliance trains their people well. Once you live that life, you can't sit around getting fat. You know how it goes. Although I bet Cerberus puts you back together better than ever. Get any upgrades?
I'm glad enough they restored me to stock. Couldn't hurt to keep some spare parts handy, though.
I hear that. Your job isn't getting any safer. You know, I used to wonder what the big deal with you was. But now that we're in deep, I'm glad it's not me in the spotlight.
There's no hiding, Jacob. Not for any of us.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
OK, Jacob, pokračuj v programovaní našich zbraní, Kriste pane. Predsa len nechceli by sme mať rozladenú mušku zrovna vo chvíli, keď ju najviac potrebujeme. A tuto máme nášho pána Mordira Solusa, ale ešte predtým, ešte keď mu pôjde, tak toto pravdu, že skúsim možno trocha niečo mu tu ujebať, ale vyzerá tak, že nič také sa nekoná. Aj keď ujebávať niečo z vlastnej lodi do vlastnej lodi je docela, ty vole, demencia.
Shepard, how can I help?
Napríklad, zistím niečo o vás.
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Väčšinu som zničil drahu, som vrátil Mirande. Ty vole, Mordy, to tu nedáva do lete. Toto nemá chybu.
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the Collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you.
OK, teraz by sme mali nejaké vylepšenie, neviem, ty vole, sekundu? Vylepšenie ošetrovní, nie, ale myslím, že nám dal nejaké vylepšenie. Prototypy, munice, Mordinov Uni nástroj, jasné. 20% vyššie technické poškodenie bude mať Mordin. OK.
Let me know if upgrades seem feasible. Can install them whenever you like.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Task Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well, safe and secure, neighborhood mostly quiet with plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
Ty vole, v tej salariánskej rozviedke toto bol krásna narážka na Mass Effect jednotku. Sme lepšie financovaní, nemusíme skúpať svoje vlastné zbrane. Jo, pretože aj keď nám otvorili v podstate ten obchod na tej Citadele pre Spektry, tak všetko sme museli kupovať, že jo, pekná vyjebanosť.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well, safe and secure, neighborhood mostly quiet with plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful.
Jo, počkaj, to už som použil, že jo.
Never used them in STG.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under young captain named Kirahi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
Kirahi? To je ten magor, čo má preslov v Mass Effect jednotke tam na tej pláži na Virmaire, že jo?
I worked with an STG captain named Kirahi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Vermeer.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
Je to trocha kloaka, ty vole. Ja neviem, ale ja mám taký pocit, že Salariani sa v podstate množia nejakým spôsobom cez kladenie vajec alebo niečo také. Preto ho nazval kloaka. V podstate, keby sme to preložili do normálnej reči, tak ho nazval dick alebo idiot, kokot. Trocha kokot. Počkaj, aha, jasne.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions, needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
OK, takže vyzerá to tak, že STG alebo títo salariánske špeciálne jednotky stále monitorujú Kroganov aj takú dlhú dobu potom, aby vlastne ten genofág, aby sa nestali imúni proti tomu genofágu a aby treba sa nezačali zase nekontrolovane množiť a tým pádom by znova nastala tá hrozba galaxií, kvôli ktorej vlastne genofág bol vyvinutý. To znamená, že by Krogani mohli ovládnuť celú zasadanú galaxiu, že jo? Takže stále monitorujú genofág a sú pripravení niečo podniknúť, keby sa to posralo, že jo?
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team, deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for a high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
OK, takže Mordina by sme mali hotového. To teraz? Jo, teraz asi zídeme na nižšiu palubu a ideme si pokecať s našim majstrom pánom Garusom a ty vole s tou. Jo, tam máme Katsumi, že jo? A hlavne tam máme... Hlavne tu máme Mirandu ešte. Jo, a myslím, že som kúpil ten chlast čakvasovej. Jo, a tomuto kuchárovi som kúpil nejaké kvalitné potraviny, takže všetci by mali byť teraz happy.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now?
Oh yeah.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Olenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Joko will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
Nevedel som si to má dať na priateľov alebo na čo. Uvidíme. Či mi to dá nejaké bonusové veci. Kapacita Medigelu, OK, môže byť. Skvelé. Takže... Doktorka to malinko prehnala. Doktorka sa teraz musí kurňa zliečiť. Takže ju nebudeme vyrušovať. Jo, a teraz tie kvalitné dobrodky, čo som vám kúpil. Holy shit, kaviár a podobné bullshity.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again.
Trocha kanibalistické. To si robíte ako zilou. OK, dobre. Tu by sme mali mať Gara, ktorý tu stále... Wow, čo je toto? Monitorovacia stanica? OK. Hej, Garus, Kriste pane, čo tu zase vymýšľaš?
Shepard, need me for something?
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
OK, ten nám dá v podstate teraz, že môžeme... ty vole, dielo Tánix, jasné. Toto dielo Tánix je, myslím, dokonca prototypové dielo, ktoré bolo vyskúmané alebo získané práve vďaka zvyškom toho Savirona z Mass Effect jednotky. Vďaka zvyškom Reaperskej technológie, ktorú získali, tak vlastne bolo vyvinuté toto dielo, tento Tánix. Aspoň mám taký pocit, že niekde som také niečo čítal.
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? It didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
Holy shit, Garus, ty si iný drsňák.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went back to CSEC after the Normandy was destroyed, but with all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos for me to really help. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch, and there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in, someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
OK. No, vyzerá to tak, že Garus má za sebou tiež nejakú dosť nepríjemnú minulosť. Vyzerá to tak, že mal pekne rušné 2 roky. Zatiaľ čo sa Shepard válel mŕtvy, potom na hadičkách a potom na operačnom stole.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
OK. Čo nám dá Miranda teraz? Dilatánik, vylepšený skener minerálu. OK, to sa určite šikne.
Whenever you have the time and resources, let me know.
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
OK, a čo si čakala od komandéra motherfucking Sheparda, Kriste, pani ženská?
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approved of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic, my father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Well, ty vole, myslíš, že jablko nepadlo moc ďaleko od stromu, ale okej.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Alrighty then. Dobre, takže to by sme mali toto poschodie. Miranda, Čakvasová, Garus, ty vole. Jo, počkať, ne, ešte tu máme tu. Ešte tu máme... Katsumi, že jo? A čo je toto?
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
Okay.
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last.
Tak je duplikát. Taký dokonalý, že nikto nezistí, že je to duplikát. Je to nakoniec duplikát? Alebo sa stáva originálom a originál sa stáva bezcenným duplikátom? O môj bože, to je otázka na troška dlhšie večery. Fuck this shit.
That's my favorite piece. Painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Okay.
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
Presne o čom hovoríš. OK, čo teraz tu? Ty vole, toto vyzerá docela zaujímavé, asi by mi z toho došlo určite blbo. Jop, bar, to Shepard potreboval, to je ono. Červená. Jop, dámy a páni, toto je, čo sme na Normandii potrebovali. Bar. Čo keby sme tam ešte niečo zmiešali? Holy shit. Ty vole, začína to, jak si čo dúfam, že to nerozožere tú skleničku. OK, dobre. A teraz? Ty vole, dúfam, že nás to nezabije. Neviem vôbec, čo sme to namixovali. Mrdni to do seba. Šepi. Oh, shit.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all.
OK.
I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change. Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Jo, v podstate toto funguje s týmito DLC charaktermi, neviem či so Zaidom, ale s Kasumi to funguje takto, že prídete a popočúvate si pár jej názorov a poklepete na jej veci, ona vám o tom niečo povie. Nemáte to také tie klasické rozhovory, že v podstate vyberáte si tam nejaké možnosti. OK, to by sme mali, takže už je niečo nás zostáva ísť do strojovny, pretože tam máme, myslím, ešte... Tu by sme mali mať Zaida momentálne a Jack by sa tu niekde mala zdržiavať, plus sú tu tí dvaja technici, ktorí chceli to nové napájanie, že jo. Ja tu máme Zaida a ten funguje v podstate rovnako.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call it Jesse. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
No OK, vlastne funguje to v podstate takisto, že ty vole štenice. OK. Jasné. Takže tu máte evidentne monitorizácie zariadenie celej Normandie. Alebo lepšie povedané napichnuté štenice na Normandii.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate, hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
Jop, dámy a páni, Zaid svoje machrovské príbehy úplne zbožňuje. A verte mi, že sa ich kurva fix napočúvame.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
OK. Dobre, pozrieme sa, čo máme tu. Jasné, tu je v podstate všetky odpadky z Normandie fungujú takýmto nejakým spôsobom. Najprv padne sem dole zdisovaná kocka a potom tú zdisovanú kocku hodíte do vesmíru. Jop. Potom sa asi Jokerovi prilepí na predné sklo a ty vole bude mať radosť.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something.
OK. No daj.
Jack, Subject Zero, whatever you call her. Hell of a girl. Could have used a destructive little bitch like that 10 years ago when we dropped blind into the Krogan DMZ. Took out a lot of Krogan that day, but we lost way too many men. So you knew Archangel from before. Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You know, I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard. I should let you go.
Dobre.
Talk more later.
Jo. Užijeme si ďalšie Zaidové príbehy niekedy inokedy. Pretože momentálne...
I just heard. Collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony. Everyone's gone.
Shit! We're going to make those dirty buggers pay.
Ja, we're going back to dirty Barrels Bay.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
Počkaj, že ti ho berem. Lol.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
It's so worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
Lol. OK, 500 kreditov našich. No, a Jack je pravda, že zašíta tu dole v našom sexuálnom dungeone, ktorý som už spomínal v minulej epizóde niektorej.
Hey.
What do you think of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob doesn't know who he is, but that's not my problem. Miranda's a Cerberus bitch. Knew that before she opened her mouth.
What do you think of our mission?
I don't care. I'm out to survive it, then cut loose.
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the collectors?
I ran across the schematics for making L5X implants. Still got them in my head. You want to know what I need? Not usually my thing, but I've learned how to get things done on my own.
OK, dobre.
Let me know if you want me to make those implants.
Takže máme nové vylepšenie pre Jack.
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm still finding out about me. Thanks for letting me look at these files.
If they're helping you, that's good enough for me.
Don't be my buddy. You need me to kill for you, I need you for these files. Let's leave it there. Your friends at Cerberus are into some nasty things. I'm gonna find something I can use. I just know it.
What if the answers aren't what you expect?
I'm not looking for answers. I'm looking for names, dates, places.
What happens when you find what you're looking for?
I go hunting. Anyone who's screwed with me pays. Their associates pay. Their friends pay. The galaxy's gonna be a lot emptier when I'm done.
I won't let you go on a killing spree.
I'm here for your mission. After that, what I do is my business.
What's your history with Cerberus?
They raised me in a research facility. I escaped when I was a kid. Been on the run ever since. And they've been chasing me ever since. But soon, I'm gonna chase them.
You don't have to live in this pit, you know.
It's dark, quiet, and hard to find. That spells safety to me. You know, this ship is a powerhouse. You could go pirate. Live like a king. I could help.
We have to stop the collectors. I don't have time for piracy.
When this is done, we'll either be dead or out here in space with this ship. Think about it. Lots of creds. Freedom to go wherever you want. And all the mayhem and fighting I could want.
What is it about killing that fascinates you so much?
I figure every time someone dies and it's not me, my chances of survival go up. Simple.
I should go.
Yep.
OK, a to by sme mali Jack a to bol posledný rozhovor v tejto špeciálnej epizóde. Takže dámy a páni, dúfam, že sa vám páčila. Predpokladám, že moc veľa prezretí mať nebude, pretože to nemali ani predchádzajúce pokeci na Normandii, keď toto budú pokeci na Normandii 2.0, ale jednoznačne máme to za sebou a tieto pokeci treba absolvovať a ja fakt dúfam, že niektorých z vás to bude baviť a určite sa na túto epizódu pozrú a možno aj na ďalšie, takže dámy a páni, ešte raz dúfam, že sa vám táto epizódka páčila. Ak áno, nezabudnite dať like alebo páči sa mi pod videom odber, aby ste vedeli, kedy najnovšie videá vychádzajú. Holy shit, už tu máme docela pekných plno modelov, aby ste vedeli, kedy najnovšie videá vychádzajú, Facebook, jo, a všetko to okolo toho, ty vole, ičko a bla bla bla. Jo, ja sa tu radšej vychčiem. Takže majte sa.